Hi everyone, this is Diane. I am coming on today with week 4 of our Spring Fever YouTube Hop. And this week it's a Folio or a mini album. And I am turning a Folio into a mini album. And so I am creating one for Happy Mail. And by the time this video comes out, she should already have it in her little hands. And it won't be a secret, but right now it's a secret because, Anyways, Tiffany McGill is Crafting Like a Boss. She is on Facebook and on Instagram, and this is her little book. You can order it on Amazon. She has 3 of them. This is the one that I prefer because I like lidded boxes, but she does have videos. If you go and check hers out, she has videos on how to make pizza boxes, lidded boxes like what I have here. And she is more in-depth than what I can ever do. And I will definitely put all the creators that are in the hop down below in the basement, so you can go and visit their channel, give them a like, subscribe, and watch them. So I personally, I love this die. I looked on her website for the name. This was before she put the names on her little papers, but this is a folio that she came out with, I think, several years ago, and you can do many things with it. So you come with the base pieces, right? This is the base, the front and the back, and this is the inside, and you can make it into a flap. That's what this is for. And it comes with layering pieces. It comes with pockets, which I'm not doing. It comes with little borders where you can make the pages fancy. It comes with little tabs, so you can put a tab on your book. It comes with these little things that you can put in so you can slide things in, and it comes with corners. It comes with the word memory, and it comes with these little tiny tabs that you can close things with. So it's a really cool die. I'm really glad that I have it. Like I said, I couldn't find it on her website, so I don't believe that it's available. I was going to use this. This is also hers. This is the mini album tabs. I was going to use it to connect the book together, but I decided to go a different route. And this is the other die that I used. I created, it's for the front of the book, and I'm going to use it like this. I think I'll probably add flowers to it, but I didn't do anything yet. And so we'll get on with what I did. The reason I'm showing you these pieces is because, I'm going to put this up, because I manipulated them a little bit. Actually, I don't need 2 of these, so I'm going to put 2 of these up, because if I don't do it, I lose them. So on this particular piece, what I did was, well, let's start with this piece. I made this as a spine, and how I did this was I cut a piece of paper out. I measured it to about what I thought that my pages would be the width of, which I think in this case it was almost an inch. I would say, well, no, it's probably about 7/8. Anyways, each page is about 1/4, so I gave it a little bit of wiggle room. So what I did was I cut out a piece of paper using this side. Then I measured it, and I figured out where I wanted to cut it, and then I came by and I went through the die cut on this side here, and that way I came out with just this little bit of spine, and it's using the die cut so it will all coordinate and fit, right? Then what I did to get this piece for the spine, is it this way? Yeah, this way, is I came back with this piece and I did the same thing, only I cut it out this way. Then I figured out the width of the spine, and I came and I die cutted it this way, and then that way you get the little stitch mark on it, because I wanted the little stitch mark. Although, even though I sewed it on, I still wanted the stitch mark so it would all kind of go. So that's the reason why I'm showing you that. And then I have the base pieces right here. These are going to be the front and back. Let's see. Yeah, front and back, because on these ones I wrote ionic, so I'd know that these were inside pieces. So these are the inside pieces. So I'm going to glue these pages on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them this way. And then when I come back, I'll glue it this way. And then that way, on the inside, it will be free and clear and it won't be messed up. And then I will come back and show you. But I want to do this. I'm going to do this off camera, so you guys won't have to watch me. All right, I glued the 2 pages together to the spine, and this is what it will look like. So the inside is clear. There's nothing, it won't look like this. So when we glue these other pages in, it will be a nice clear space, right? And then what I did was I sewed the spine. As you can see, I sewed the spine. And for this particular book, the reason why I'm making it is this particular friend loves dachshunds. And I have a dachshund, and she has a couple of dachshunds. I'm a dachshund family, grew up with dachshunds. My husband and I have had, this is our 4th dachshund. This one will be 16 in June. So, and she's still going good. So we are so happy about that. None of our dachshunds have had like bad backs or, anything like that. We have had 2 that had breast cancer, believe it or not. I didn't realize that dogs could get breast cancer. We used to breed them, so they weren't spaded until a little later in life. And if they're not spayed early, apparently they are, and any dog, it's not just dachshunds, they're prone to getting the breast cancer, which I did not know. Anyway, so this is the paper, and now I got glue all over my fingers. Sorry. So this is the paper I'm using on the front because it's got dachshunds on it. And I did sew around that. And then on the other pages, I just sewed a little border because I'm hoping that she can use this like as a little photo album for her doggies. So these will be the inside, this will be the outside, and I'm missing one. No, this will be the back. So I'm going to set those aside, and for these inside pages, what I want to do, these 2 pages had these flaps on both sides, and what I like doing is I like gluing it down like this, and when I glue my paper on it, it covers it, but it just makes the edges a little stronger, and it just feels better to me. So that's why I like making them, using this particular for a little mini album. I like being able to fold them down, and makes them just a little bit stronger to me, in my opinion. I know everybody's different, but all right. And I don't normally use 110-pound cardstock because it tends to crack. Now I did use 110 on the spine, and you can't see it here, but when I did crease it, it did crack a little bit, but you won't be able to see it because this is covered. It's covered by the thinner paper. All right. So, and once you put the other cardstock on it, it makes it pretty sturdy. So I'm not too worried about that. So now this is nice, clean space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this in. So there's 1 page. And then on this side, I will glue this here to make another page. And I will do that off camera because it takes a little time. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my pages in, and as you can see, I used the space to glue them along inside of here, and it was free and clear of any other paper. So it's nice and sturdy. I did fold down the pages, and I did go ahead and varnish them. So this is what the book looks like, and as you can see, the inside pages are just a hair smaller than the outside pages. And what I do to make my book even is I flatten it this way and then go with the paper trimmer. I have a guillotine, and I just cut the edges off just a hair to make them all nice and even. So there's my pages, and I'm going to go back and I am going to put on the spine and the other pages. I'll be right back. Okay, here she is finished. This is the beginning, and I like using, well, I use Tacky Glue and Barely Arts glue. I use Tacky Glue and Barely Arts glue because when I glue things down, I like the corners being glued. I like the edges really being glued. So I use my bone folder to cement everything. I go over it, and I just want to make sure nothing lifts up. So I make sure everything is glued down, all the paper. And as you can see the seam looks nice and pretty inside. It doesn't look messed up because I had glued it on the outside, and you can't tell because of the piece of paper that I covered on the spine. So this will be the book. It's just a couple of pages because, you know, it is a little mini album, and as you can see, the spine is really clean and on this side. And when I do add pages, I make sure, I don't know if you can see, but right in here, I make sure that that's nice and tight and glued down really well. And this as well, it's sturdy. It's very, you know, durable. And you can actually do this with any paper, really. Just measure it out. I just particularly enjoy doing it this way because it has the layering piece with the stitches, even though I stitched it, which I don't normally always stitch it. It's just I happen to have thread in my bobbin. If I don't have thread in my bobbin, or it's really close to ending, I don't normally sew, but on this particular one I did because I have thread in the bobbin. So that is why. But you can use, really, you can cut down any piece of paper and miter the edges and just make the inside pages just 1/8 of an inch shorter. And then when you layer on the inside, or, you know, your layering piece, of course, would be just probably a little bit less also. I mean, you can do it without a die most easily, but I did use Scrap Diva's die. I did make this little embellishment. I am going to use it on the front. These are just with some circles that I had, and the tassel die, and this little heart die, and just, you know, some circles. I just built it up, and I'm going to put it on here. I think I will probably do a little bit of netting. Not too much, but I want some to bring out a pink. And I will probably use this little die to sit it on. And I'm unsure yet. I'm going to make some flowers and see whether I want them to be left gold or if I wanted to put flowers in it. But anyways, that's the way it's going to look. And I hope that she'll be able to, you know, it should be a good size to put photos in. So she'll be able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos, which is really great because she has 3 dogs. So it's a couple photos for each one. And I hope she enjoys it. So anyways, thanks you guys for coming by and seeing what I made. I hope that it was easy enough for you. Even without the dies, it's pretty easy, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of tutorials out there, but I wanted to show you how I manipulate Scrap Diva's die into a way that it wasn't meant to be. You can do that with all your dies and make a little book. Sometimes, I don't know if I will add something down the center, but sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for coming by, you guys, and may God bless your day. And I wish you a nice, happy spring, because that is about what I am moving on to. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.